Before God created the world, He created two giant serpents, sea monsters, Leviathan, they're called. One of them, it says that He shechted and salted and kept away for the righteous in the time to come, at the feast of Mashiach. And the other was let in the world. It also says in the Talmud that God spends 1/4 of every day, 25% of His time, playing sport with the Leviathan, the giant snake of the sea. What does that mean? That He plays with this sport? That He literally plays with this giant snake? In this week's Parsha, we have the birth of two nations. Yitzchak Avinu gave birth to Yaakov and Esau. Each complete polar opposites of their consciousness and their purpose and their focus on what the world is about. Esau represents self-focus, self-consciousness. I want, I need, I deserve, I have to, I need, this is how I feel, this is, I totally self-absorbed. That's Esau. Yaakov, or Yisrael, realizes that he got sent here for a mission. And that it's not about I, it's about the collective we. And the collective we means we need God. God cares and loves for every single one of us. But we have to find ways to connect and find the things that unify us instead of the things that separate us, which cause hate and some of the horrific events that have happened recently. So the change is a change of consciousness. The Zohar explains in this week's Parsha that the two snakes are in fact Esau and Yaakov. That they represent these two diametrical opposed forces. And the sport that God plays is between them. What is going to win out? Evil, hatred, I-focused world, that I do what I want and I do what I feel and I don't care about anyone else and I this and I that? Or a beautiful world, a godly world, a world in which Hashem is part of our everyday lives? Well, we already know the answer. It is Yaakov, Yisrael, that will triumph. In a crazy example of Hashgacha Pratis, divine providence, last week in Israel, there was a giant snake coming out of the Kotel. I'm sure people have seen it online. You could Google it. Very, very high up on the Kotel, on the western wall, was a giant snake. No one knows how it got there. Slithered right past the dove, and then the dove flew away. We all know that the dove represents Israel, or the Jewish people, and of course the snake, negativity. I consciousness. A mere 2 days later, Israel declared the Palestinian viper as its official snake of the country. And everyone in Palestine went nuts. That's our snake. Well, guess what? The snake of evil, of I consciousness, and in every single generation, there is a nation that stands up that tries to destroy the Jewish people. It happens to be Palestine right now, and whatever sick people are supporting them, because they want to live in a world of I. I to the extreme of there is no God, there is no rules, there's no laws, there's no morality, there's no ethics. We will rape, murder, pillage, take our children and our very wives and use them as shields, because that's what that I wants to do. But it's not happening. And it's already started to transform. It's no coincidence that the tale of two snakes that is told in the Zohar just took place last week in Israel. And that the viper of Palestine is now under the subjugation of Israel. Coincidence? I'll let you figure that out. Keep in mind, in the feast we have of Mashiach, guess what we eat? Leviathan, Leviathan, the great snake, the losing snake that thinks that the world exists without a God. We know better. And in fact, the Rebbe told us 27 years ago, Mashiach is already here, and the process has already started. We just got to open our eyes and realize that we are truly one with God. How do we do that? We follow the map. Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful Rosh Chodesh, the month of Kislev, the month of miracles. May we all see miracles in our lives in every capacity. And the ultimate miracle of Mashiach now. God bless you. Shabbat Shalom.